Storm Kompasu starting to wrap up here early on Monday morning, and we're still looking at that large monsoonal gyre type of a spin here with inflow all the way down towards Cebu and even flow coming around and impacting portions of Taiwan. But the center of circulation and that big bulk of convection really blowing up there towards Cagayan and down towards Isabela, and you can see that here in the satellite imagery by Sunday evenings, 10, 11, 12 o'clock. Look at the convection coming on shore. So already you're seeing some heavy rainfall along the east coast of the Sierra Madre Mountains. And overall, if you just kind of extrapolate this out here towards the west, it's going to move across northern Luzon, where signal force 2 warnings are in place at this time. Possibility they might go up to signal force 3 as well. But let's go that hour by hour forecast here as we go ahead through your Monday into Tuesday morning as this traverses across northern Luzon. Now, the center of the storm, the center line where that circulation is, probably going to stay just offshore, but a lot of that convection continues to wrap around. So where that center is, winds are going to be estimated to be about 95 to 100 kilometers per hour. So still staying a tropical storm, but as it moves further towards the west, it is expected to intensify up to a typhoon. Great graphic from Lex here at Westpac Weather. Just want to give him a shout out and just showing the peak of these winds here, a pari through your Monday morning into the afternoon and even into Tuesday morning. Also in the Bosco, you're going to be looking at these winds up and over 90 kilometers per hour. That is in northwestern Luzon as this traverses towards the west. And Bagyo even too through your Monday evening into Tuesday morning. I mean, tropical storm strength conditions. Big issue, I think, for places like that, though. Yeah, you're removed from the center. You're in the higher elevations, and the rainfall is going to be a big deal there, too. And, I mean, the winds are one thing that is a threat. Down trees for sure in winds type like this. But it's all about the rainfall with this storm system. That's something the signal force warnings kind of don't show you. The heavy rainfall warnings is what you really want to be watching out for from Bagyo. But signal force 2 in place there across northern Luzon. Always remember, I am making this update here early on Monday morning. Be sure to check back in with Bagyo for some of the latest updates. It's one reason why I don't like showing the signal force warnings, especially on YouTube and Facebook videos, because that stuff does update. But remember, what signal force 2 means is wind sustained in the next 24 hours, 60 to 100 kilometers per hour. Signal force 3 could mean up and over 120. So, you know, there's a possibility, but it's probably not going to happen. Definitely, we're going to stay away from these other ones here. Signal force 4 and 5, not going to happen with this storm. Like I said, all about the rainfall. That's when we see these monsoonal gyre type of lows. They bring in a tremendous amount of precipitation. So let's go hour by hour in our futurecast here and break this down for you. Here Monday morning, 6 a.m. There's our center. The wind's already coming on shore. That's kind of what we're seeing right now. That flow coming up. Apari already getting reports out there. A few people have wrote in saying at the mouth of the Cagayan River, really seeing those windy conditions. This is by 3, 4 o'clock. Gusty conditions in northwestern Luzon, but look at the conditions wrapping around across Region 1, all the way down there towards Pangasinan. Actually, south of you, I mean, Subic, you're probably going to get a little bit of inflow, but it's basically areas from Region 1 north over towards Region 2. That's where you're going to be seeing kind of the worst of the weather with this, with those winds at tropical storm strength. I think most of you are at least going to see tropical storm strength gust, but especially along the west coast. So if you're along the west coast or about 20 kilometers inland, anywhere like that, and you're going to write me and ask, hey, what's our winds going to be like? It's going to be rough enough to cause problems, probably power outages, not to mention like I said, flooding. I mean, this is prolonged. That is through Monday, heading into Tuesday morning. We still have the inflow impacting these areas here. So prolonged rainfall means saturated grounds, means that threat of not only flooding, river level rise, but also landslides at some of those higher elevations here. You know where else has been seeing landslides? Look further towards the south here, that inflow coming in across Visayas. I'm actually getting reports out of the Cebu area of landslides because of the inflow into this very large monsoonal gyre, that's what we've been calling it, of a storm system. And that rain's going to even kick around. And actually, Tuesday, it will rain in Manila likely, but Wednesday, it's probably going to be the worst of it because as our storm looks towards the west, you're going to have that inflow way behind it. So Manila, expect kind of those tail end showers through the mid and latter part of this week. And as we keep on saying, this is a very large storm. So for Taiwan, Okinawa, not so much. You're probably just north of it. But Taiwan, watch this as we go ahead through your Monday. Inflow from Hualien, Taitung, I mean Taipei maybe too, but the inflow and also hitting the mountains here. I remember this is just basically a wall whenever tropical systems come through, and the rain totals really do add up. And I do think parts of Taiwan could see 300-400 millimeters when all is said and done, because it's not only Monday event, but Tuesday and the Wednesday, we still got that moisture coming in behind it. I mean, look at this. It's Wednesday afternoon. Still got that rainfall continuing to push onshore. This is a graphic from the Joint Typhoon Warning Center. Shows you kind of that overall wind field. And that's a key thing I want you to take away from this. Look at the tropical storm strength winds all the way from Bagyo to clear near Taipei and Ishigaki-jima. That is the width, the girth of this storm system, and it is a big one. That's when we talk about these monsoonal gyres. Now, big doesn't mean high winds. I think some people get confused with that. Big means the overall width. I mean, and then if you take into account the inflow, which is impacting all the way back towards Palawan and even back towards north, I mean, that's a potent storm. I think by the time this reaches over towards Hainan into China, though, we're going to be talking more of a concentrated system. I think it's going to get a little bit tighter, but for now, it's all about the rainfall out here across the Philippines and Taiwan. So for now, stay dry and stay safe out there. Of course, continue to check back in with Bagyo for some of those latest updates. If you have photos or videos you want to share with me, the best way to send them is to Robert Speta Weather on Facebook. If you haven't already followed me there as well. Continue to be posting updates there too. But it's a wet one out here across the northern Philippines today, especially Bagyo. Look at this. Look at these areas. I mean, those particles indicating just that heavy precipitation in your forecast for Monday as well, at least into Manila. Like I mentioned, Tuesday might be a little bit of a break, but Wednesday into Thursday, still going to see that inflow on the backside of this. Also, a big shout out to everybody on Patreon who has been helping me out, keeping these updates going. I can't stress enough. If you like this, if you're new to the channel, of course, hit that like and subscribe button, but please check out our Patreon. The link is down below. You can donate as much as $2 a month. It makes a big help, especially if multiple people start donating. It just helps us keep these graphics going. I mean, I just spent, what, like $3,000 on a new computer here to run these graphics, and that stuff does add up. So if you notice, these are the same graphics that most of the TV stations in the Philippines use, and I'm just running it in my spare bedroom, which kind of brings me to the point. Make sure you do get that information from official sources. I do like to relay it here for you and trying to help people out here, and also prepare to evacuate if needed, or if you are ordered, don't hesitate, especially with ones like this. Don't think Signal Force 2, meh, I don't care, and, you know, go back to bed. The rain could be this type of storm of rain could sneak up on people, and that's what I'm kind of worried about. So as always, stay safe out there, and thanks for watching.